assholes. Welcome to How to Fucking Cook with Chef Tom. Today's recipe was left up to my Facebook friends to vote on, and they ended up picking risotto with seared steak and roasted asparagus tips. So let's get into it.
Alright, here's the deal, right? Here's how you gotta chop an onion. So you wanna cut the top off of the fucking thing, split it down the middle like this, and then you're gonna take the paper off, and then horizontally you're gonna do 2 cuts, and watch your fucking fingers, and then you're gonna do vertical cuts towards the root that you don't want to take off. It's gonna help you cut it easier. And then you just cut it across like that so you get a nice dice, and you just want to make sure that all that shit's the same size, that way it cooks a little better. Alright, here I'm a fucking dumbass, and I forgot to unfreeze my broth, so I'm just heating it up in a saucepan. That's homemade chicken and turkey stock that I made. That right there was the rice you need to be using. It's arborio rice. It's a short grain. Make sure it stays creamy, a little bit al dente at the end of the dish. Right here is just some butter and olive oil, getting ready to saute the onions. Obviously, I'm speeding a lot of this up because I don't want you guys to have to fucking sit here for like 15, 20 minutes, like 30 minutes watching the actual video. So don't worry if yours does not go this fast. You're not fucking anything up. I just sped it up. So get all that shit melted. It should look nice like this. You don't want to brown the butter or anything. I mean, you could, but I just don't because fuck that. So you're going to dump in your onions and do a big pinch of salt. You just want to do thumb, index, and middle finger. See, there you go. Yeah, fucking we all know what salt looks like, dumbass. Alright, so get some in there. That's just going to help pull some water out of the onions. Get your wooden spoon. Alright. Smack your fucking kids up when you're cooking if they need it. So just give that shit a nice little saute for just a couple minutes. You want them to start becoming a little translucent. You don't really want to cook them too much. You just want to get like the raw flavor, like the astringent qualities out of it. Oh, my girlfriend went in for a nice little artistic shot of the onion sizzling. It's me and my fat ass dog Jasper. He's really just waiting for the food to be done. Alright, so here's the garlic I'm using. I'm using the kind out of a jar because I'm a lazy fuck. Don't worry, when you put yours in, it's not going to sizzle like mine unless you use the jarred kind, but if you use fresh, it's not going to do that. Again, I'm just a lazy asshole and use the kind out of a jar. You're just going to cook that stirring for literally maybe 30 seconds to a minute. You don't want any color. You really just want to get that shit incorporated. So once that's all together, you're going to be throwing in your arborio rice next. I tend to do like half a cup, 3/4 cup per person. You can do whatever you want. I just wouldn't go much over a cup because then it might not work out. We're not cooking the rice here. We're really just kind of toasting it and getting the any liquid left over from the onion and garlic kind of just incorporated with that rice so it cooks a little easier. Again, just fucking stir it, stir it, stir it. You're only going to do this for like a minute or two, so don't lose your shit thinking like, this is too many steps. Alright, again, speeding it up. Now you're just going to do a ladle or two of broth at a time. And again, you can use whatever kind you want. Just don't be an asshole and use like vegetable stock or some vegan shit. Alright, stir, stir, stir. Again, I'm speeding this up because this is the same fucking thing over and over and over. So I'll show you a trick later in the video. That what I just did there, dragging my shit through there, like right here. See, when you do that, you split the shit like Moses, and there's no liquid running all over the place. You know you're ready for your next edition of broth. That's a New York strip steak that I'm using right there. That's way fucking late. Anyways, alright, so throw in your broth, and you can just do your pan like how I'm doing there. You don't need to constantly stir it. Oh, look at this shit. Fucking look at this. Oh my fucking god. Alright, so with the steak, you just want to do your salt, your pepper, and a little bit of oil, rub it all over, and then put it in a extremely hot, dry pan. That's the best way to do your steaks if you're doing them inside. You don't need a fuck ton of oil in the pan. You cook each side for like a minute, and then you want to stand it up on that fat side. Let that fat side cook for like 30 seconds to a minute, and then get the other side like how I'm doing here. You can adjust your time to however well you want your steak cooked, but when you're doing this with like the risotto, cook it a level under what you want to eat it at, because it's going to continue to cook once we pull it off, obviously, and then also once we throw it into the risotto. Blah, blah, blah. Come on, motherfucker. Jesus Christ. Alright, so cook that shit on there. And then next thing we're going to be doing is throwing this butter in there. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, it's butter. Yeah, we know what the fuck it looks like, guy. Alright, so it's gonna sizzle pretty good. At this point, I'd recommend turning your heat off, or at the very least to low. Can't really remember if I did that or not here. But you want to take that butter and just start basting the steak with it. It's just going to keep it moist. Oh, look at that. Oh, so cute. Alright, anyways. Keep doing that butter over the steak. There I go, turning off the heat. Alright, finally. So just keep basting that steak with it. Again, it's just going to keep it moist, keep the outside from drying off, and it's also just going to help some of that butter flavor the steak a little bit more on the outside. I mean, you don't need fucking much. It's a strip steak. Look at that. Artsy fartsy clearly edited shot. Alright, here's the asparagus. Super fucking easy, alright? Just get the rubber band off of there, punch it all up, get confused about what you're doing for a minute and not know what the fuck you're doing, make it look like you've never cooked in your life. Turn around, because that fucking matters. Alright, so you just want to take like an inch off the top, so we can use that, and then like an inch, inch and a half after that. This shit just starts getting real woody, but do not throw it away like I just said. Throw that shit in the stock. Alright, so here you go. Load up your spider with all your asparagus and throw it into a little pot of boiling water. What we're doing here is blanching. You're just throwing it in so that it barely cooks. You still want it kind of crisp and with a little bit of texture to it. You don't want it soggy as shit. Oh, look at that. Oh, fuck. See, I wanted to eat it here, but Kat insisted that we had to cook it a little bit more. Whatever. That shit is perfect right there. Yeah, look at that. Spread that out. Alright, cool. So, I mean, this shit's super fucking easy. Just, again, slice it, and then we're going to turn it, and we're going to slice it the other way so that it's manageable sized pieces. And that knife that I'm using is just a shitty little ceramic knife. But those things are fucking really good. I have like 3 or 4 of them. I intended for them to be backup knives, but I fucking love them. There we go. You want to throw that shit in your risotto, and then we're going to start pulling out our asparagus. Again, this is only done for like a minute, maybe 2. You do not want to cook this shit too much. Again, it's going to keep cooking in the risotto. There's still some heat in there to keep it rolling. But you still want it like on the... You want to undercook it rather than overcook it, because you're going to be stirring it in there. So you get all that shit mixed in. And I'd recommend adding another splash of broth in here if you have some left over. What I'm doing there is squeezing a lemon through my fingers. That helps keep seeds out. Which, actually, it fucking didn't. I edited it out, but I pulled the seed out of there that I fucking completely missed my hand with. But get all the juice you can out of that lemon. Then you get some Parmesan. Yeah, I know that's a really tiny fucking piece, and I need to get more. But you want... I mean, if you're dating somebody like my girlfriend, you need a fuck ton of Parmesan. So, yeah. Great. Come on, holy shit, dude. It's just Parmesan. It doesn't take this long. Alright, now we're going to start plating once you get all that shit mixed together. Because it's done! Alright, easiest way to do this shit, get a fucking cup, measuring cup, and take a big scoop out, and then, oh, look at that. Oh, it's so cute, yeah. I know that shit looks super overcooked, but I promise it's not. It's like medium. Do a cute little artsy. Look at that. Oh my god, it's so cute. I'm just saying, it's like, I want a new boyfriend. Hey kids.
Hey kids.
You kids want some cigarettes?
Hey Georgie.